What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you don't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. I'm going to talk about a story out of Southeast Dallas that somebody sent me, and I forgot your name, love. I'm sorry. Shout yourself out. But it's a very good story, and it has some teaching moments in it and some things that we need to really talk about and things that affect a lot of us dealing with relationships and stuff. And some of this stuff is some of the stuff that perhaps some of you guys that went through out there, minus the bitter end of how this, what this flourished into. But I'm going to tell you the story about this gentleman right here. This dude is 39-year-old Michael Smith. I guess he's out of Southeast Dallas as well. This lady right here is Dishaye Stevenson. She's 35 years old. Now, these two supposedly were married. Mr. Michael Smith took the life of his wife, Miss Stevenson. Nobody knows what the motive is, but I want to play this video where the family speaks, and they're torn up over the loss of their sister, and they said there were red flags that nobody saw, multiple red flags, I guess, wrong with the relationship or just a change in his demeanor. And this story kind of reminds me of Alicia Watts a little bit. Not the fact of, what happened and she was missing and all of this stuff, but it's just the unfortunate end of somebody that somebody said they once loved. I don't understand it. I'm going to play this video and come back, and I think I got a couple of points I want to share with you guys. And you guys comment at the end of the video to tell me if you agree or disagree of why men do this. I mean, women do it too, but I mean, this is why people, period, do this to somebody that they love. Like I said before, if you love somebody, you protect them. And this ain't love. I don't know what it is, but take a look, guys.
Dishaye Stevenson was bubbly, always the life of the party, and always loving on her family. Making sure her 16-year-old daughter had it all, serving as a caregiver for her mom who had a stroke and is now partially paralyzed. And to top it off, trying to be the perfect wife.
She did everything in her power to show him that she loved him no matter what.
But her sister Jasmine says somehow that love was not enough.
It was a lot of red flags.
Red flags the family didn't catch in time. Police found Stevenson's body Wednesday morning. She'd been shot point blank in the chest. Police say her husband, Michael Smith, is to blame.
I just don't understand. I just want to know why. Why would you take my sister from us? Why?
Family says they knew something was wrong Tuesday night when Stevenson's daughter called to say she couldn't get a hold of her mom.
She never leave my niece, no matter what. She never leave my mama, no matter what.
So she called her cousin Nita, and they started looking for her. They tracked her car to these apartments where Stevenson's father-in-law lives.
I seen a big handprint on the driver window. And, I'm a criminal justice major, so I started trying to use different contact clues.
Then came a post from a community blog.
It said that it was a lady shot to death, which was 3 minutes from where we was at.
When they got there, police confirmed the worst, and officers began searching for Smith. They tracked him to this home. Video shows SWAT outside. But Smith wasn't there. A short time later, police tracked him here to a barbershop not far from that home, where cell phone video captures officers taking him into custody.
Just get away, get out of the situation. I don't wish this on nobody.
Her family sending that message to anyone else who may be going through something similar.
All right, guys, there you have it. That's the video. And 39-year-old Michael Smith locked up. Miss Stevenson is no longer with us. God bless her soul. And my heart goes out to the family, victim's family. Now I'm going to tell you something. Like I said before in other videos, I see a developing pattern occurring where you can't just break something off with somebody or just being in a relationship means a death sentence. And it shouldn't be like that. And honestly, I mean, this is not just black men out here. This is like all men now. And like, I mean, as us as a species, it makes us look weak. I hate seeing men act like this. If somebody don't want to be with you or anything, it's no grounds for you to kill somebody that you were intimate with and exclusive with or just like, period. People have their own minds. They can like who they want and go where they want. I don't understand this whole situation. That's not the only woman in the planet. You ain't the only man. And it's a lot of craziness. This guy right here remind me of James Dunmore a little bit. Did you see in the video it showed her snapping the thing like she opened a restaurant or a business? I don't know. But I do know this. This woman had a sister who cared about her and did her due diligence. Shout out to you, sis, using your criminal justice background to do some searching for clues. And they found out, a little bit about the case. This guy had her car at his father-in-law's house. So what did that mean? He didn't have a car? I don't know. This right here screams he had abuser vibes. And or bum vibes as that. I mean, for real. What? It's the same scenario. You have the person's car and it's caught around you or somebody you know, so you know it was in your custody and they get put in that position. Now, it says that they was husband and wife. Their last names are different. I don't know. Depending on what article you read, they didn't know if they knew each other or not, but I mean, they obviously did. This guy, think about this. She had a sister, she had children, and she had a mother that had a stroke. And I'm sure he knew that. People depended on this woman, especially the mother. And he knew that. But all he thought about it was himself, selfishly. And he took her out of here. Do you know the effect that has on the mother? Let alone the child, the daughter. This is demonic behavior, man. And it's selfish to the 10th degree. I don't understand. Maybe it's something they putting in the water, or maybe women nowadays, modern women are built different. When you go up in there, something happened to your psyche and then you can't get out. But this is stupid stuff. I'm going to name a couple of things I think the reason why this is happening. In situations like this, and like in a situation like Alicia Watts and many others, I'm going to go right down the line. The first thing I think is this. Now, I'm not no biblical person, but I'm going to use this word. I think when two people get together, nowadays, a relationship takes time. Two people like each other. A lot of people, these people are in their 30s, they find each other, want to move forward, done with the dating thing, the dating pool, and they feel as though, hey, I'll meet somebody that's worth my time, and no matter what, we'll work through it and we'll move forward. But one thing that's messing this up, a lot of people are unevenly yoked. And I think that's what this part of this is. Not just this situation. I'm speaking as a generalization of why this happens, even with teenagers. Girls mature faster than boys a lot of time in the mind, especially in the body. Unevenly yoked. You seen her cutting the thing like she was opening a business. Now, you didn't see him doing anything. I mean, which you wouldn't. I mean, it's a short story. I don't know nothing about this guy, but it just seems like sometimes we meet people that are not on the mental level as us, and they might have an intangible that we like and want to have it around us. So we commit without looking at certain red flags. Like the people said, this guy might have been funny, might have been charming in the beginning, might have did something that warmed her heart, brought her something that she was thinking about. Just anything. See, that's the thing. It's a lot of game out here that both men and women can play, and people fall victim of it because they want to believe in something so good to erase the past that they've been through that a lot of the flags go right past them. It does. Another thing with the being unevenly yoked, as far as wanting to their directions of where they want to go. Another thing is this. Along the lines of that, people outgrow people too. A lot of y'all been through that. I've been through that. You deal with somebody, you're moving forward, and what they're giving you is not enough. It's not. And you're like, okay, listen, if this is the sum total of who this person is, I made a horrible mistake and I can't do this no more. A lot of us don't like going round robin when we old enough to be like, okay, I've been through this scenario before. I don't want to go through it again. You know, it's just one of them things. And like when you go to outgrow, especially when it's a female outgrowing a man, a lot of times dudes try shaming tactics or they use desperate measures and immediately use their masculinity to try to control somebody, i.e. fighting on them or threatening to kill them. This woman was in the graveyard, y'all. He had to have drove her there. I don't know. I think he probably was trying to scare her. And she probably was like, what? Get out my face. Because she didn't think he was capable of doing this after all of the history of what she thought he was. And he said, you know what? Boom. And he blasted her. Said he shot her point blank in the chest, man. And left her out there amongst the dead. Just out in the open. Why? Like he wasn't going to get caught. Then takes the car, whatever, goes to his father-in-law's house or whatever. I don't even know, man. But listen, man, it's just a pattern that we start to see where it's like men and men. As men, we look bad as men. Like not all of us, but I mean, we're categorized by sex, gender in this country. Good dudes out here get punished by the actions of these goofy dudes. And it's a lot of them. I didn't think it was that many. It's a lot of these dudes. This guy, 39 years old. You ain't got common sense to first or any type of wisdom in your adult life of dealing with women. Think about that, man. Think about that. Desperate measures. Another thing is this, lack of vision and leadership. Bro, you 39, she's 35. Not saying that's a big difference, but for her to do something to you mentally to where you lose it and take her life, knowing that taking her life is wrong, shows to me that she was smarter than you. Or she was going in a direction that you mentally could not handle or keep up with. You see this a lot with old guys, with young girls. Young girls still in their youth, still got a body, still getting looked at by younger guys. A lot of older men can't compete with that. They can't. And the result is termination. And it shouldn't have to be like that. Here's one more thing before I leave out of here. A lot of times dudes turn into dead weight. They talk a lot about what they do, what they have, and then when you come together with them and they exposed and their mask is off, a lot of times they told you a bunch of lies. Oh, I got money in the bank, I got this, I got that. And come to find out, you so far deep into it, you know what I'm saying? You can't get away from them because you're entangled with them. Now you got to carry your weight and their weight, and it slows you down. Same thing with women. Same thing with women. Women tell you you got good credit. Tell you they got this. Tell you they got that. You move in with them or deal with them. Not move in with them, but you know, you combine yourself with them and you take somebody on face value, and now you're stuck in a jam. This happens a lot. It's a lot of deceitful behavior from two people that claim they love each other unconditionally. So the truth should be unconditionally. Am I correct? You guys agree or disagree? Come on, let's keep it real here. Dead weight. A lot of people are anchors and bricks and just wet clothing on, wet blankets on people. And they expect you to carry them because they never carried themselves, all because of what you said, I love you. This is stupid. Woman was loved by people. That's the thing. They take these people out like nobody cares about them. Like they don't have mothers, they don't have fathers, they don't have daughters, sons, people that depend on them and people that look up to them like you looked at them when you first met them and wanted to make the decision to be with them forever or take their life because they had such an impression on you to where you don't want to see them with nobody else or you can't live without them. That's craziness. It is. I just wanted to name that stuff, man. May this lady rest in peace. And they did her dirty, man. And my heart goes out to the family, man, for real. As always, I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all be careful out there. You guys too, because there's some craziness coming forth.